So my ghetto side was like, nah, I don't know these chicks. They could be trying to pull a fast one. Alright, so this story takes place way back before I was married or anything. So don't get in my comments talking about all of that crazy stuff, right? So I went to Fort Lee when I reclassed because I started out my career as a 13th of Power Field Artillery, right? And I reclassed as a 92 Yankee, a supply guy, right? So when I reclassed, right, you got to go to Fort Lee for AIT, and when you go there, you pretty much there for I think it was like 5 months or something crazy, something long like that. So when I first got there, I met up with some guys, and when you first meet people, it's like, yeah, they cool or whatever, but you don't really know them, so you kind of just rolling like whatever. I met like a whole lot of people there that was cool. I still vibe with today, but two particular gentlemen I was with, they decided, hey, we want to go out because our classes was from like afternoon class or whatever, right? So we was out of class before like 10, so we was able to go out whenever we wanted to. So we decided to go to Richmond, which is like 45 minutes away, right? So we rolled out there, and this was back then when I used to drive like them crazy dunk cars. Like I had a Crown Vic. It was on 24s, and it was clean or whatever, right? So we went to the club. I think the club was called like 321 back then. Somebody comment and tell me what that club used to be if you watching and you knew that club. 321 or something like that in Richmond, Virginia, right? So we got there, right? Had a good time, man. Party, people in there stunting, trying to ball hard. We had a little VIP or whatever. Everybody had money or whatever. We kicking it, cold clock kicking it. So we leave the club, right? And some girls was in a car, and in the car, like it was me, my homeboy, and as me, my homeboy, and a bunch of other, like 2 other people. I can't remember the other 2 people, but one of the dudes was like, hey, let's go. The girls they pulled up next to us and was like, hey, what y'all doing? We going to an after party. We trying to kick it or whatever. So my ghetto side was like, nah, I don't know these chicks. They could be trying to pull a fast one. So I told my boy, like, nah, man, let's go back. Cause man, my ghetto alarm was going off. Like, nah, I'm not trying to go down here and get robbed, right? So he was like, nah, whatever, hormones raging, let's go get to it. So I'm rolling. I'm like, whatever, let's go. So I'm driving, we follow the girls, right? And they get to like a neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, it's a decent neighborhood. But then like, how those neighborhoods is with like the real nice side, and then you drive a little deeper and it's the hood. So we rolled through one of those. And I think the neighborhood was like, I don't remember the exact city. It might have been Chesterfield, Virginia, or something like that. Maybe not though. It's some part of Richmond. So we rode through there, and we get to like a hood, man, and then we pull up at this house. All the lights was on in the house, right? So they pull up, and like in Virginia, all of the driveways is like hills for some reason, because you kind of gotta drive. I guess they elevated off the coast or whatever, so you kind of gotta drive up to them. So they pulled in, and I pulled behind them. And I pull up like on a hill, so I put my car in park and put the little parking brake on, right? They was like, hey, we gotta run in the house real quick and get something. So my ghetto alarm going off like, damn, what y'all gotta get? So we get to the house, it's probably like 2 or 3 minutes. My homeboy in here like, yeah, man, we finna go party with it. Saying all this stupid shit that guys say when they think they about to be with some women, right? So he tapping me like, yeah, we happy or whatever, right? I'm looking like, nah, you know what, man? This feel like a jack move. Like I've been in situations where it's like, oh damn, it's sketchy, right? So I say about maybe a minute later after he just got done, talking and whatever, right? I saw the lights in the back turn out of the house, and then I seen the front light turn out. So I'm like, oh, this ain't good. So I kicked that parking brake off and just put my foot on the brake, and I cranked the engine back up, right? I no later than 20 seconds, guys, I swear to God, I saw like a dude come out. It's just one dude. He came out. And then I seen like 5 other dudes came out. 2 of them had pistols. Bruh, when I tell you, I almost tore my car up trying to get out of that driveway, bruh. I yanked my transmission down into the reverse, right? And then I backed out so fast my tires were screeching. And then I seen the dudes run into the car, but ain't nobody shot. Thank God nobody shot at the car. We squirted off down the way. I didn't even know where I was going. We ain't had no GPS or none of that back then on your phone or whatever. So I skirted around and I shot out of there, man. But I was like, man, that's why, and that's a lesson it tells you, like, why you should just follow your intuition, man. If you feel like you know something going on in your gut, always follow your intuition, because your intuition probably right. Like, if I would have stayed there and listened to them dudes, them suckers, that sucker that was in my car, if I would have listened to him, then I might have been dead right now, or robbed at the very least. And I think I might have had like $100 on me that day or something light like that. Cause my daddy always told me, man, travel light when you go in places you don't know, and don't ever go no place where you feel like you need a gun. If you go someplace where you need a gun, you probably don't need to be going there, and that's real talk. That's a tip for you too. But yeah, if I would have listened to them guys in my car being all horny, I probably would have been dead right now. I wouldn't have had my daughter. Wouldn't have met my wife. I wouldn't have been in no position to be talking to y'all on this camera at all. So guys, if y'all don't listen to nothing I say, follow your intuition. If it don't feel right, that shit probably not right. So, hey, thank y'all for watching this video. It probably won't be no cuts and no edits in this video. So make sure y'all just like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.